on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get into ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Now Mahomes. And it's caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Bernard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
First down pickup by Mecole Hardman, and this season is really his big chance to emerge and break out. Last 3 years, he's been second fiddle among KC's track star receivers, but with Tyreek Hill gone now, this is Mecole Hardman's opportunity to take on a bigger role in the offense.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-one draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack, Brady. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succop's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Brady to throw again. Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw once more. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 28 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.